Well, g'day tubes, how's she going today? Ooh, nice warm hot day today out here, which is nice, finally. It's taking forever. All bloody summer. I've been waiting for a nice warm day. But anywho, yesterday didn't get up to too much, being, I guess yesterday was Saturday. But I did do a little bit of work in the new building here. So let's ha 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 hawk. Alright, so uh-oh, we're missing a bike. Yes, we are actually. I got it down at the garage right now. But let's let a bit more light in. Yesterday I built a little work table up at the top there for mostly holding the solar stuff, and kind of needed it up a little bit. I still want to reroute some wires and stuff yet, but got her kind of cleaned up and stuff, and a little more stable with the little bit of a table. It's not a huge major table, like there's not going to be no dancing on it or nothing, but she's good enough you could probably arm wrestle on her, you know. But anywho, yeah, I just got some of this crap up off the table here, off the floor too, but some of this is some leftover stuff from probably should keep those, but they're all kind of rusty and stuff. But yeah, just been sort of messing about and stuff, and this actual piece of 3/4 wood was a piece I think left over from when we did the floor, so I think, I don't remember now, but anyways, it's it worked out to a pretty good size. I started off at 24, but I got a piece in behind here just to block stuff from falling down in behind, right? So it's 23 3/8 of an inch, we'll say. And it went a little bit higher than a normal bench. 4 feet. Just because, you know, where this stuff was sitting and stuff, and I don't have a tremendously long cord from this thing yet. Eventually I'll have to get that figured out, but looks like everything is charging the way she should be. We got a green light here, so that's a good thing. Yeah, we could do a little test here. Yeah, it doesn't seem to go much higher than that. I've never seen it up to the top one here yet, so I don't know why, but as far as I know, she's charging good. Where did I put my... Oh, of course, it's way back here. My meter. I picked up one of these the other day too at Princess Auto when we were in, but haven't really had a super good chance to try her yet. But I wanted something you could put on and test the amperage going through a line. But I haven't really had a super good test of that yet, but let's just put this guy on. Whole lot. Oh well, she's juicing pretty good today. Look at that, now it was a green light there, now it's more like an orangey light. And this one was lit up before too, which means the battery was full. It's interesting. But anyways, it seems to be working. And still, I don't know why things had to be so screwed around here, because everything was hooked up. That video I showed last there of this stuff was the way I had it hooked up for it to work. The other way, setting it up normally, like everything in behind here is where it should be, so something somewhere is wired wrong. And I'm wondering if it's the one that's coming out of here. I don't know. But anyways, we've got her going where it says, you know, everything's not, you know, reverse polarity. So I don't know. Everything seems fine. Now this is positive. It's I don't know. Maybe it's in here. Maybe it's in this. I don't know. I don't know. It is actually in there. Huh. It's just this wire here, I guess. Let's see here, because that's the negative. Black is the negative. Should be coming through here. And this is turns into the positive. See that? And this is the positive, which should be positive, turns into the negative. So that's why I had to change it around. Now why that's backwards, I don't know, but these plugs only fit together one way that I know of anyway, so I think this was color coded wrong maybe. I don't know. But it seems to be working, everything seems to be fine, so. And yeah, so the next sort of big step will be to run some kind of wiring from, I don't know whether I want to do it right off the battery or have some kind of like, probably should run it into some kind of like fuse boxy, circuit boxy thingy. Basically running power into the box and then from the box to like a switch which would go up to lights. So I'll probably just run like regular house wire for that though. It'd probably be cheaper in the long run than running the you know, like this kind of wire stuff, you know, just to run some lights. So because I came back last night from a big long ride on the big bike there, and oh man, it was dark in here, let me tell you. So eventually too, I want to get more kind of than one battery going here. I'd like to get maybe 3, I'm thinking, hooked up, and that'll have a lot more capacity, because I did notice that said it was fully charged. So but interesting. Anyways, doesn't really matter. So yeah, I'd get 3 of them hooked up, probably, you know, 1, 2, 3 kind of thing, and then run it into the main box, and then run. Oh, it's going to be a little bit of messing about, but if you know what I mean, we'll do her kind of that way, and then I'll have to think about how that should be, because this is technically, we're going to say this is the power coming in from, say, your street. So that goes immediately basically down the pole into your house through a power meter, but I don't need a power meter. Electrical usage meter, and then that goes from there right into your panel, right? So I guess we should have a panel hooked up in here somewhere, and yeah, then you could run that wire over whatever to a switch. See, I'm trying to think now, because this is only going to be 12. I'm going to use 12 volt stuff here, so it's going to be you only really need one wire. I'm going to do some thinking. Yes, because you need a ground, I guess, too, so you have to run a wire back into the battery. 12 volt would be better for lights, but 120 is kind of sort of easy-ish or easier to work with, but it all depends what I can get for lights too, right? Like, what am I gonna put up here for I wouldn't mind, like, you know, a couple of strip lights. I don't know, I think I might run the power out of this and get a couple of because this is all it's for, is just to run a couple of lights when I'm in here at night or whatever, you know, so I can just open the door, flick a switch, and up comes the light. So that would mean this thing would have to be on pretty much all the time and hooked up to power all the time. Make sure I get these right here. So this would have to be hooked onto here, and this is if I'm going to run 120 all the time. So basically this thing will be running all the time, which I don't know if it's a good idea. Like, I mean, it's got cooling fans there. It's the only thing is it's probably gonna drain it out through the night. Morning comes and it'll be like flat dead, you know. So yeah, not liking that idea too much. Ooh, all the lights turned off all of a sudden. Oh, the door's closed. I'm like, wait a minute, it's getting dark in here. So I don't know what to say yet. Might be good to have this thing in here, you know, when I'm making my coffee and stuff. And I don't do that here, but anyways, just for a joke. But 12 volt would probably still be the best, because then it's not going to be draining it out all night with this thing if it happened to stay on, right? So yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it. But we can do that when we actually get to that. So, but basically, I want to run like I have to run a wire up and over and down to a switch, and the other one up over to the light, I guess. That's about the only way you can do that, because you'll need 12 volt positive and then the 12 volt negative to come send the power back. So hopefully that's not too long of a run, but I think if I use that thicker house wire stuff, like the 12 or 14 gauge stuff, it should be lots. But all we can do is test her and see. But once again, I'm back to, I got to figure out what I'm going to use for lights. So, you know, even a couple of those lights for your camper or something, or some LED lights would be nice. If I could get some LED lights, LEDs. But the best thing for me to probably look at for, if I'm going to do the 12 volt stuff, is head her up to up north of me here. There's a RV and camp store, camping place. They sell RVs. So I gotta close this one first. They sell the RVs and the all the accessories and stuff for them, right? So probably best to check them out just for a couple of few lights. And I know the LEDs are usually fairly bright, but I really don't know how many of them I'm gonna need. So because it probably wouldn't need much, just enough to give you a bit of light in there, right? Come on, let go. So, anywho, yes, that is the basis of the solar project, and so far so good. And I still got to think one more panel downstairs I haven't hooked up to this yet, so I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. But depends how much juice you're drawing there and how fast you want it to fire back up, right? So, oh, little baby Chippy, where'd you go, buddy? Little baby Chippy. Little baby Chippy. Oh, he's gone. Aw. What are you doing? Nothing. Oh, hot out here, eh? Yeah, nice. But anyways, yeah, that's it for that. What we're planning on doing this afternoon-ish is heading up to a really big garden center up in Barrie there. And I want to see if I can get what they call a honey crisp apple tree. And if you know what the honey crisp apple is, whew, that is one nice apple if you like apples and stuff, which I kind of sort of usually do. I go through like a phase, I'll have a bunch of apples and then all of a sudden nothing, right? So it's a back and forth kind of thing. But they're not the cheapest. Honey crisp, I don't know what it is. It's a fairly newish variety, I guess, that they've come out with here. And it's been crossed with this and bred with that and crossed with this and bred with that, and then this one to that one and that one to this one. I'm sure it took a lot of time to actually get it, but it is usually a really big apple. There must not be very many growers around of them, because if you get like 4 apples, 5 apples, it costs you about 15 bucks. It's ridiculous. So here anyways, I don't know if you're part of the whatever, there's Honeycrisp, but usually they're pretty darn expensive. So I think they were $5 or $6.99 a pound at the one place we got it. And you know, pretty much one apple is like, just all depends, you know, but the ones we got that one time, oh man, they were huge. But anywho, we're gonna head up to that garden center, see if we can find anything with that name on it, and possibly something else, I don't know. This is probably not going to be a cheap little tree, but if they grow up to you know, a tree that size, which are 2 apples there, it'll probably produce a fair lot of apples. But you'd have to keep it pruned and stuff as well too, right? Where these have just been kind of let do what they want to, and they don't produce a super good apple. I don't even know what kind these ones were, but they're not super great, right? So I'd really like to get an orange tree, but apparently they don't grow here in Canada too well. You have to live in Florida for an orange tree, so oh well. Peach trees actually do pretty good here, but I'm not a peach guy. We'll just have to see what they got up there. I'll maybe sneak the camera in and show you some of the stuff up there. It'll be wicked busy. I know it will be, but let's head her out, go for a little tour. And holy cow, did I miss a funeral here today or something? All of a sudden everybody's leaving. Holy friggin' crap, and here comes another one in. Man, oh man, I guess it's just a nice day for visiting. But anywho, let's head her up, and if there's anything super awesome cool on the way up, we'll turn the camera on, and if not, we'll see you there. Alrighty, we are finally here. There's the joint in there, so we gotta make a big left turn, and I can just imagine this parking lot is gonna be packed. Oh man, everybody be getting all their crap for their gardens and stuff, and yeah, it's pretty full. Pretty full. It's a pretty big parking lot here though, but lots of bikes out today. Holy cow, there's one guy over there I see. It's nice because I haven't had to wave, you know. Everybody waves to all the bikers, right? When you're on a bike, you always wave to them, and man, your arm gets tired after a while. But anywho, we'll wait for the light to change. Oh, look at that. And we'll go into the garden center. Well, lots of people coming in, going, so I guess that's good. Hopefully they're still open here and they're not closing down, but we shall find a parking spot somewhere right over here. And oh sweet, gotta grab a little wagon like that. And let's head her inside. This place is huge. Alrighty, we have made her. Holy, there is a lot of stuff in here. Don't think you guys qualify as a tree. Oh, 200-pound tree. So, lots of good stuff in here. We're looking for the fruit tree area. They even got like maple trees, you know, the big stuff over there. We'll have a look at in a minute. Somewhere around here is fruit trees though. Usually in that far corner over there, but oh man, the stuff they got in here is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh, it's all soft.
It is soft, actually.
It's a tamarack. Fake. Look at that sticker there. $119 for a weeping European larch. Looks like it's weeping like it's dead, but anyways. Let's, oh, they got lilacs out here already. Holy. Don't touch nothing, they'll pull right over top of you. Lilacs. Smell them. Smell them right here, look. Smell them. Ah. They grow like weeds at my place. But anyways, let's see what we can find for, oh, flowering dogwood. Not quite. Well, we're in apple orchard here, but they actually have no honey crisp. Wow, can't believe her. But they got lots of other stuff here, you know, like semi-dwarf matsu. I've seen up here, they had a Spartan tree. They're pretty yummy.
Lobo.
Somewhere along here was Spartan, and they're actually my next favorite-ish, we'll say. Spartan. There we are. So, maybe $50 for a tree. It's not too bad. And they're actually having a buy one get one half price. So maybe we'll take a couple of them fellers home, except a little taller than I thought it was going to be. So I don't know how the heck I'm going to do that in the truck, but because we got a long way to drive. So yes, I'm not super crazy on that, but at least they're a fairly beefy looking, healthy looking tree. But wish I had my cap on my truck. I could have laid them down. I could put them up in the truck, but they're just gonna go and just get destroyed. So I don't know what to say about it. Oh, indoor pondages, holy, and some kind of weird shaped mushroom looking things. Giant mushroom fountain kit with pump, $650. Oh, wow, that's kind of crazy for something that looks kind of like that. Anyways, there's some fishies in here. Oh, fishies. So I'm still thinking yes, no, maybe on a Spartan tree. I don't know. I'll walk around a bit and think about it. And They're a little bit tall for my truck, I think, to get it in there, but ooh, I don't know, we'll see. Cherry trees. Not a fan of cherries, but look at this guy. He's at work. He's at work. It's like, oh man, I love this stuff. See another one down here. He's at work. Whoa, whoa, buddy, where'd you go? Holy cow. Well, we're treed, wrapped, in the back of the truck we go. Holy crap. Alright, I knew there was a reason why I kept that old ballast in the back with all the wires and stuff. There we go, we wrapped her up because it was starting to fall. Stuff was falling out, so that should hopefully slow it down anyways. Start hitting some bumps that might not be so good, but that's all we can do. She is in, I guess. Well, we made her home. Man, I am freaking beat. I'm just so incredibly tired. I don't even know if I'm going to bother even getting this guy in the ground today, but if I can get you set up somewhere, we'll get him unwrapped here. Anywho, I'm not going to do this. I guess we'll take this fancy wrap off first. That seemed to work pretty good. And probably, maybe I'll just cut it off. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it on the ground first. Hang on a second. Okay, it's a little more better. And I'll maybe throw you guys up over here. Or up on the dewey there. It's not a super good shot, I apologize, but that's all we got, boys. That's all we got. So I don't think I'm going to plant this guy today. I'm going to just bring him up over by the house. And, actually, she tie this. Bring him up by the house, give him a good watering. And we'll put him in tomorrow, I think. Try not to damage him here. There we go. So, there's a little dewey here. I'll show you what the apple's supposed to look like. And I'll take them up for the house there, and I say give them a little drink, and pardon my French, we'll go from there. So there he is, apple Spartan. They're only about that big of apple. They're not really huge. Superb for eating fresh. Sweet, full sun. So we'll have to get somewhere full sun. High aromatic and with fine flavor, heights 10 to 12 foot if you prune it. So 50 bucks, that wasn't too bad. So let's get him over there. We'll give him a drink, even though it's pretty wet, but we better give him a drink and plant him up tomorrow. All right, let's give him a good little drink here. I'm sure he probably had some already today, but I try to give him some of this. It's not super cold too, right? This stuff's been in the line for a bit, the first bit here. That should do, that'll soak in. Don't want to give him too much because I won't be able to get him out of the pot tomorrow. It'll be all. So that should do her, and there is some little instructions here which I'll Okay, so it says, let's go over here. Let's go use our new table, why not? Alright, says, yeah, this is French, so dig a hole 2 times the width of the root ball and a depth slightly less than the height of the root ball. Oh, okay. Allow the root ball to rest 1 centimeter, ½ inch higher than the ground. Mix soil dug from the hole with organic soil conditioner according to directions, which I didn't get. Backfill soil mix around plant to... Ooh, someone's got some power out there. Backfill soil mix to round plant to ground level and tamp lightly, removing all air pockets. Water thoroughly to settle the soil around the tree. Add more soil mix around the tree if necessary after watering. Apply a root stimulator to encourage new root growth, which I didn't get, and fast establishment. Add 5 to 7.5 centimeters, 2 to 3 inches layer of mulch around plant to conserve soil moisture and eliminate future weeds, which I do have some mulch. And I will have some more mulch when I chew up those branches from that tree the other day, the back of the church, which will be probably soon. So anyways, we will hang on to those. And I got something else to show you before we say good day. So yesterday, I was out mowing and first started off and I had my earplugs in and I'm like, doesn't sound right. Kind of sound like the exhaust was loud or something or whatever, but I only heard it when I turned the mower deck on. So I'll show you something here. If I can find my key, there's my key. We are gonna have to do, pardon my French, add another something to the list, to this freaking list we got going here. Okay, so there's no risk of me getting in here because it's all bunged up, but anyway, so let's just turn them on. Here, this side. Come over here. So, I'm not too sure. It doesn't sound like so much noise on the far side, but it could be that one there, or that one, or that pulley there. I'm not really sure yet. There's another pulley under there, actually, that has a tensioner. What I'm going to have to do is, when I get the mower deck off next, is take it off, take the tension off the belt, and take the belt off. Well, not off, but loosen the tension. So what I can do is spin each one of these individually, kind of thing, and we'll be able to figure out which one's making some noise. It's probably one of these two. This is like an idler kind of pulley. That's like the tensioning pulley. It's mounted onto a spring. It's underneath the deck. Underneath this platform, you can't see her, but one of those is probably gone dry, and they only go dry because there's no grease fittings on them. Or these, the main spindle bearings. This one, and then the far one over there has grease fittings, which I do all the time. So sounds to me like it's maybe this one or in here or something. It's sort of hard to tell when it's all kind of rattle, but we'll have to, like I say, next time we get her apart, take that tension off the belt there and give each one a spin, and you'll be able to tell, or smooth, right? So, man, if it's not one bloody thing, it's 50, right? But what can you do? But anyways, I am gonna head her in. Freaking beat. Man, driving kills me. So anyways, I'm gonna head her in. I think I've had enough for today. And yes, I did actually today, forgot to mention, I got pumpkins planted. I didn't figure I'd film that because it's not super exciting. So we got some of the knuckleheads, new moons, those white ones, big white ones, lunch lady gourds, another package of knuckleheads. I didn't put the spaghetti squash in yet, and I did 2 rows of these guys, the Atlantic Giant, so I should have lots of them too. There's other stuff I put corn in. I put, what else did I put in? Gourds, knuckleheads, those white ones. These knuckleheads are the ones that are really bumpy with all the warty looking things on them. Atlantic Giants is kind of self-explanatory. And yeah, I guess that was it. I kept it really spread apart a lot, so there'll be lots of room to to grow. So, and then I just sprinkled on some that fertilizer stuff I got on the top, and then once they get kind of going and established a little bit, I'll mix some of that, because it's water soluble. I'll mix some of that up with some water, probably in my big skinny middle sized bucket there, and give her some water in with that stuff, and that'll soak in real super good. So I'm kind of hoping now we get a bit of rain that'll soak this stuff I sprinkled on top. So anyways, hopefully I didn't put too much on, but that should definitely spruce up the soil conditions quite a bit there. And oh man, we should get pumpkins now. If we don't, I'm giving up, because I don't know, there's something I ain't doing right. But anywho, we'll catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow's probably going to be I don't know, a day. Got lots of grass to mow and weed whacking to do, and I'd like to get that big windshield on the big 650, so maybe after it's all heated up through the day and I get all my grass and stuff that I wanted to get done, maybe we'll work on that. So, but anywho, we'll let you know about that tomorrow, and we'll catch you then. So have a good night. Thanks for watching today, and we'll catch you tomorrow.